Now
Hello,
recording.
hello.
Oh, wait, hold on. 3, 2.
Oh, are we doing it together? Okay.
No, I was just gonna redo
3,
the intro.
2, 1.
Hello.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I thought you were ignoring me and you were gonna like yo.
I like starting every episode by yelling hello. Is this going in? Is this part of the podcast? Is this part of it? Or is this
3. No, no,
2,
no, no, no. 1.
3?
Ah.
We can't even agree what number to start on. 5,
It sounds like a
4,
you problem.
3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Hello,
Welcome to
and welcome to
Podcast Wow.
Podcast
It's probably
Wow.
out of sync for Val, but I don't care.
We just had the best intro. We're not going to be able to beat that. We're not going to be able to beat this episode because this time we are getting down to brass tacks. We're going to make a good, solid episode, and we're going to make it shorter, and we're going to make it better.
I mean, we're probably gonna end up not making it shorter and just accidentally record for 35 minutes anyways, but we'll see.
Well, see, I'm going to be editing this one, so I'm just going to, if I need to, I'll just cut you out, and then we can just have the good bits.
What? Okay, you were saying before this episode that your lack of caffeine meant that you were probably going to be more mellow. It has been 45 seconds, and I can very easily tell that that is not the case.
The spotlight is my caffeine mint. The 60 to 70 people watching, and I someday will achieve that goal. I know that there's 60 people watching right now. Can I get some 60s in the chat? I know that you are all watching, and I know that you are all cheering me on. And isn't that the coffee I really need in life?
Speaking of that, thank you all so much for your support of round one results. We really had fun doing them live, and yeah, we're glad that so many people tuned in. We had like 30 people in VC. That was great.
That was exceptional, and we really appreciate y'all chiming in and y'all's like excitement around it. Like, thank you so much for engaging with this and making it so we don't have to yell a podcast into the void.
Yeah. All right. So a new thing. Let's just jump right into it. A new thing that we're implementing this time is confessionals / eulogies. We kind of put this announcement out late, but we got 5 of them. You want to start?
I do want to start. First confessional we have is from Discord Prenya, who says, ... that I eagerly participated. And I've been told that this mysterious confessional makes sense if you combine it with a bunch of other confessionals, which is an ARG that I am not qualified to talk about.
Ooh. Anyways, Shad had a eulogy. Shad said, "You heard there's a new Shrek teaser trailer with a link. https://u2.b/lowercase u capital U lowercase c _8 capital P capital U capital X lowercase b 4."
Riveting.
It says it's the Shrek 5 trailer, but it's just a rickroll.
Spoilers. I was going to watch that.
Spoilers. You already did.
Well, next up, someone who submitted another confessional. We have Gray, who said, "This is my first confessional. And forgive me if I'm doing this wrong, but as the guy who got the bottom of the safe list, I felt I just needed to express how terrifying that was. This is my first TWOW, and I really want to do well, so I'll have to step up my game for the next prompt. Best of luck to the other competitors. And my condolences to those who died this round." Oh, that's how you do it. You all did great, and it was an honor to compete beside you.
Dang, great. I mean, this might be your first TWOW, but you've already aced the confessional game. That's about as classic as it gets. Alright, I guess I'm the bringer of bad news this time. Here's a eulogy from the Binary Puppeteer. They said, "I died, but to be fair, it was kind of a troll response, lol. My response was actually based off the rap Yoshi Commits Tax Fraud reprise by Silvagunner. I'd love if you watch it. Anyways, I'd still be active here. Good luck everyone who can still talk, and if there's a season 2, I'll be there. PS, #Danny for host."
First of all, did you just say Silvagunner?
Sorry, Sivagunner.
Thank you. Excellent. And I love that song. I listen to that all the time. I supported Ron Paul back in 2008. I hate paying taxes if there's anything I hate. I definitely said those 2 lines in the wrong order, but I promise I do listen to that song a lot. Thank you for the recommendation. And finally, we have another confessional from Dom Cause, who said, "I'm surprised I got as high as I did, but I'll take it. I would like to make it far here, but there's some tough competition. Good luck, everyone.
See, it's not that hard to write a confessional. It's also not that hard to pay condolences to the dead, Val.
Okay, freaking, they're the ones who died, not me.
What do you mean Gray didn't die?
Yeah, but I mean, like you.
You're
You're
gonna die
saying
if you don't be careful.
what's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Don't threaten me, Mint. I have a replacement. The people want Danny. I, as a communist, I'm literally required to do the will of the people. So I can and will bring Danny on here to replace you, even though she's an alive contestant, and that would be massive host bias.
Or I can take a 2-leg flight to Chicago and then Israel. Stab, stab. No, I'm
That I've never heard that phrase. That's a cool phrase.
Anyways, those were all of our confessionals / eulogies. I mean, I know we put the announcement out pretty late, like I said, but if y'all could submit more of those for next round, that would be super cool.
We love when you write things for us to say so we don't have to come up with things to say. So please do more of that.
Yeah. I mean, that's what most of Podcast TWOW is. It's a competition to see who can make the best things for us to say.
And all I'm saying is if you want to make any more sentence mixes, then we'll be happy to keep on featuring them. And if you do confessionals, then you're just making things for us to say. And if there's a word you're missing, then maybe you can sneak it in there. And all I'm saying is that you should submit more confessionals, just in case.
That's the ultimate big brain move. I honestly did not think of that.
I can't wait for someone to put in the dictionary as a confessional.
Oh
Just to
no.
make sure all their bases are covered.
That's like the 50 VPR goal for next round. I read out the dictionary.
I think let's shoot for it. We should be careful because we didn't think we were going to do as well as we did in our vote goals, and like we got blown away by how many people voted and ended up having to sing revenge.
You know I said 50, not 15.
I know you said 50. I wouldn't be surprised if freaking somebody arranged a global campaign to get us to read the dictionary.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll take one page, you take the next. Okay, anyways, I think it's time to move on to listener questions.
I think it's time to move on to listener questions.
I think it's time to move on to listener questions.
Mint, I have a listener question for you. This was submitted by Navy, who says, "What's your opinion on the F word?"
Fuck it.
Okay. My next question is from Zombie Club, who has given us the ultimate choice. If you had the choice between the podcast TWOW being as successful as Carrie's TWOW or pizza, what would you choose? And Legend Finder adds that it's a really good pizza.
I mean, is this pizza like catered to me? Is there no cheese on it?
I mean, I imagine if it's a really good pizza, you get to pick the toppings.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, especially without cheese, pizza is only so good. Like, I will admit, there are very good pizza places near me, but like, I could live without them. I could live with other types of food, such as sushi and Mediterranean food, and even like pasta and stuff. There are other options, and I think it would be really cool if Podcast TWOW was famous, although that would, actually no, that would kind of be overwhelming. Can I pick neither?
Yo, you have to pick the TWOW or the pizza. But hold on. You said there's good pizza places near you. I didn't know you lived in Chicago too.
I don't?
Then you don't have good pizza places near you.
What?
And see, that's the thing. That's why this is a complicated choice for me because I'm all for pizza. I'm a bit nervous about success too. I'm nervous about getting like thousands of people like banging down our door with listener questions, but I can get a pizza whenever I want. I can like call up. Like there are so many good pizza places that I don't need to make a heckin' deal with the devil to have a fantastic dinner.
I mean, it is a fair bit of a walk away to get pizza because I'm in a whack area.
In the other hand, though, I think like as cool as it would be to have mainstream success, the nervousness of having that many audience members instead of 60 to 70, combined with the fact that I get to say that I had demon pizza, means that I think I'd probably pick the pizza.
All right, I guess that's fair.
What would you pick?
I would run away.
Dude, you can't.
Okay, no. Okay, I've reconsidered, and I'd probably pick pizza too because fame means 1,000 people, and 1,000 people means 29 rounds, and we're already going to be doing like 16 if people don't DNP, and that's already a lot. So
We could just mass ban everyone.
ooh, yeah, just randomly switch to like a 50% elimination rate in the middle.
Yes.
Pull a TWOW Central with the Speed TWOW event.
Heckin', we could start a competition to buy us the best pizza, and then we get both.
Oh, yes. But yeah, I'd say I'd go with pizza.
Okay.
I have a question here from Cactus, who, addressing a lot of the conflict between the two of us over these podcast episodes, asks, Bandit, when will you kill Mint and take the show for yourself? And Mint, when will you exterminate Bandit before they do that?
Would you like to go first?
No, you go first.
Well, that's something I've given a lot of thought to. I think it's really a matter of picking the most fun way to do it. So I'm probably going to have to get Kaftos back on the show at some point so we can talk that over. In the meanwhile, just assume I won't, because it's sort of a backup plan. Like right now, you're fine. You're perfectly nice. I enjoy your company, I suppose. So, and also, until I learn how to edit, I still need you. So, first of all, thank you for you. Mint's been teaching me how to edit a little bit. So, Mint's making great progress towards not being needed anymore. But in the meantime, I still require Mint on the show.
This has put me into an existential crisis.
Now, how are you going to stop that from happening? Can you defeat me?
Yes.
In what competition? Okay, so you can definitely defeat me in kicking me out of the voice channel. Good job on proving that. I did, in fact, transfer ownership of the server to you.
You have been exterminated temporarily.
Oh no.
I have the ban hammer.
I should have just not come back and just let you, like, deal.
Yes, I just wing the rest of the episode by myself.
Ultimate plot twist. I leave, Danny joins. Danny's my replacement.
No.
And speaking of which, like, I love that y'all love Danny. The binary puppeteer hello asks, can you let Danny the unicorn be a host, even if it's at least for one episode?
Maybe. Probably not right now, but potentially in the future when she's dead.
If we make a prompt good enough to kill Danny the unicorn, if we can devise the perfect means to have her become an eliminated contestant by any means possible short of host bias, which we do not condone at Podcast TWOW, perhaps she will one day be on the show.
I mean, the real goal would be to, like, kill OK at the same time and have them host her around.
Yeah, we have a lot of cool people who we can't let host rounds yet because they're too good at TWOW. Stop being good at TWOW if you want to be on Podcast TWOW.
This sounds bad. Please do not throw Podcast TWOW.
Yeah, actually, don't throw Podcast TWOW. Do your hardest. We're still Glyco eligible, please.
Yeah, this makes it a little sketchy for that, but yeah.
No, do not throw Podcast TWOW.
Do not.
Do your best. If your best happens to not be enough, then DM me and we'll work something out.
Why did you have to end it off on that? That just makes it sound more sus. Please,
No, I'm not.
Please do not throw. Continuing on.
We do not condone throwing at Podcast TWOW. You know what we do condone at Podcast TWOW?
Baseball bat, says Navy.
What?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the questions chat and I see Navy out of context saying baseball bat with an exclamation point.
Let's have a more stable, sensical, logical question, such as Wiffle64's. When Kermit the Frog sings, or at least Jim Henson in the Kermit voice sings, does it sound good to you or horrible? And what qualities make it good or bad? I'm going to be honest, I really like Kermit's singing voice.
Yeah, no, Kermit he's chill. His singing voice works, and there are so many good examples, such as, like, I don't know. I can't think of songs right now.
But literally, like, one of the questions above that one from FernDude8128 is a quote from a song sung by Kermit, which probably inspired the other one. Like, Gizmo asks, why are there so many songs about rainbows? Which is the beginning of Rainbow Connections. Come on. You are not a true Kermit fan.
I'm sorry. No, Rainbow Connection is super good. It's Not Easy Being Green. That's another bop. I can't think of other ones right now, but, like, yeah. Kermit's singing voice, it's weird, but it just works.
Okay, here's my hot take. I like Kermit's singing voice, but Kermit does not sing the best song that Muppets have sung in.
What is the best song that Muppets have sang in?
The best song that Muppets have sung in is heckin' Am I a Man or Am I a Muppet from the first Muppet movie, because that was written by, like, Brit from Flight of the Conchords anyway, and I really like that song. I think it's really funny and really well made, and I just love everything that he writes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've gotten a bit off track.
Anyways.
Let's do one more question.
Let's do one more question. I have some ideas brewing, you probably do too.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We have the ultimate choice for the final question. All right, Mint, I'm leaving this to you because I get paralyzed by decision making. We can pick one. Ready? Legend Finder asks, would you rather have a large audience watching our podcast, be better at speaking in front of a mic, which means, as Legend Finder edited out, no ums or uhs, or less of those that we have to edit out. Being able to think of funnier jokes, which, wow, that's a shocking thing to have on our server. I guess Leg just hates the podcast. Getting a few people to become inspired and make their own podcasts, or being more motivated. Which would you choose, Mint?
Oh, I'm torn between 1, 3, and 4 because, like, I don't know, more listeners is just cool. In terms of good jokes, I can definitely see what Legend's talking about. The first example that came to my head was the YouTuber Slimesicle, like how he's just able to like rattle off puns live, and I don't know, I really appreciate his sense of humor. He is good. And then yeah, I mean I always like to be an inspiration to people, so I don't know.
As I've established in the results, I hate all of you, so I don't care who gets inspired to do what. I honestly think one of these applies to every aspect of my life, and that's being more motivated.
Yeah, so if you were more motivated and I were more funny, then I think that would work out.
I do take one issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're already really funny and you don't need to deal with the devil to be even funnier, because I already really enjoy having you on this podcast. See, I told you that having less caffeine would mellow me out. It just needed to take some time.
Maybe.
You never trust me, Mint.
I have good reason not to trust you, Val.
What's your good reason not to trust me, Mint?
Why would I tell you?
See, you don't need to deal with the devil. You got this. Heck it.
Okay, so we got those questions. Thank you all for those questions. Most of them were submitted the day after the first prompt episode, but we still appreciate them nonetheless.
And yeah, keep them coming. This time we're not going to close the channel, because you can start doing them for the next episode. If you have questions that you think might be good to ask during interviews, then pop those in too. Communicate with us. We're here for you. This is a two-way street. Just one side of the street happens to be much bigger and fancier and have 2 spots, and the other has 60 to 70.
I see. All right, so we got those questions out of the way. Now it's time for prompt. Do you have any ideas?
I do have one idea.
I have one idea as well.
Let's hear yours first.
Going back to the whole bit of throwing podcast TWOW, I was thinking maybe something along the lines of what's the best way to discreetly throw a sports game?
That sounds a lot better than my idea.
I mean, what was your idea?
I'm just going to say it now. Let's just go with your idea. We can find out mine sometime in the future.
All right, that sounds good. Again, that prompt is what is the best way to throw a sports game? And so you can use any sport you want. Baseball, basketball, tennis, croquet, hockey,
Swimming, boxing,
water polo.
tennis, but again,
Croquet, but also again.
sports.
Wii Sports.
I don't know sports. I'm a podcast, not a sport man guy.
I played baseball for 5 years, but then I started making robots instead.
The only real sports is e-sports.
Anyways, that's the prompt. We're looking forward to see how you creatively interpret that. As always, you're going to be sending your responses to Note to Self. That's the podcast TWOW alt. And what's our deadline, Val?
Well, because you are going to be returning to the Earth from whence you came for an undisclosed amount of time.
I am on vacation from tomorrow, as in Saturday, to Wednesday.
On vacation in the cave. I don't know. Anyway, so your deadline to respond is going to be on Thursday.
Thursday?
The upcoming Thursday.
Which is August 6th at 5 p.m. Pacific. I don't know how many days that gives you to respond because I don't know when Val's going to be putting this out.
Well, I am going to try to have this out by the end of the weekend. This is going to age poorly no matter what, so I'm just going to say tentatively you are listening to this on Sunday, but it probably will end up being sometime earlier or later than that.
We'll see. But yeah, this is probably going to be a little longer of a responding period than usual for the rest of the rounds.
Well, what's a 12 without a few little bumpy starts? We got to get through this. We promise this will pick up. This is always going to be a little bit of a slow tell because there's time between us like recording and editing and getting everything out. But we promise it will be faster than this, and it will pick up and it will get interesting. That's the podcast TWOW promise.
Oh yeah. But until next time, we will see you. We hope you liked this prompt, and we wish you all good luck.
Good luck, and thank you so much for listening. As always, leave us feedback and podcast suggestions, and we'll see you at the next one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Podcast TWOW was recorded on the Podcast TWOW Discord server by Val and Mint using the bot Craig. The song you're listening to right now is Prismatic by Gizmodo. Podcast TWOW is not normally recorded in front of a live studio audience. If you have any suggestions on how to get a live studio audience out of your house, DM me.